All right, so another check-in. Surgery's complete. She's stable. New discovery. I've talked to a lot of you guys, or so many through text and on the phone. You've probably heard this already, but they found a block. She had a clot, basically. There's veins going in, veins going out of the brain. The area where the surgery was, the veins responsible for removing the blood. Right, blood comes in, blood's got to go out. What comes in must go out, or else you have a backup, and then backup equals intracranial pressure. Intracranial pressure causes problems, starts pushing the brain around, swelling the brain, which is the problem. Trying to say this fast before someone walks in. I'm in the ICU. I don't want to show you too much, but she's sedated. I want to breathe. She's got a vent. More stuff than she had in her when she came out of surgery. Anyway, she had a blockage. Blockage caused swelling. Swelling pushed the brain into the brainstem, damaging nerves or affecting nerves. But the clot, however, did cause some tissue damage in the cerebellum area. So they feel like that she shouldn't be long-term affected, but there are things happening with her. Speech, motor skills, just coherence in general is in and out. Not because of drugs, something's wrong. Her eyes are a little spacey, moving around sporadically. Anyway, there's just a lot going on, but she essentially she had a stroke, and there was tissue damage, irreversible tissue damage in that area. But he feels like the stuff that is like coming through, the motor skills and speech, are all more around the pressure pushing against the brainstem. So that's good news. Means bring the swelling down. We'll make all that clear up. Should make all that clear up. Bad news is what they had to do. I think I explained it in the last videos. They went back in the same spot, removed the bone of where they went in and did the surgery, and just took that bone out altogether. And then there was something else I didn't quite understand. There was a rim of something at the top of the spine. They had to remove a bone piece because the brain was from the brain stem was pushing down into it, and they basically, he used the words removed, and then he said feathered it off, but basically the brain is to keep the brain from damaging itself by pushing up against it. They did not put that bone back in. They also did not close up the membrane around the brain. They just closed the skin. So, and then it's got to heal that way. And then load her full of these anti-inflammatories for the brain, which causes a problem. The problem is, many problems, but long-term problem is this. That means that she will maybe need to have a surgery to put that bone back in if it's required. B, go back in also to close up that membrane. Single surgery obviously could be done to do that, but that's another surgery. This was the hope to be the last. Anyway, so much for that. But God's keeping her alive. Staying alive is the goal. But so right now she's on a ventilator. She's sedated. Tomorrow, if she seems to be responding well, meaning her motor skills and things seem to be improving, is an indicator that she'll be able to breathe on her own. That was another thing. She couldn't breathe. She was starting to not be able to breathe. Her body was not breathing. This was supposed to be a short video. If she responds well, then they'll pull the vent tube off. If not, then I don't know. They didn't really give me a direction of that. So, she can't stay on a vent tube. She can't stay on life support, basically. She's got to get off of that. And that's those of you who are all about the COVID stats. The folks with the vent tubes, that was the problem. People with COVID, once they got on vent tubes, they never come off. Because once you start making a machine breathe for you, your body says, I don't have to do that. And she's already having a problem doing that. So there's some real fear there. So that's the survival fear. Fear number 2 is that the nerve problems will go away and clear themselves up, and that there is no long-term issues to her quality of life, because quite frankly, she didn't want to have the surgery as it was. She had to have it, but she's going to be real bitter about that. But anyway, God's still good. God's taking care of us. He's still making a way to keep her alive. And yeah, can't thank him enough. So yes, if you're wondering, I do still have on the same clothes, because since I woke up 3 a.m. Friday morning, I haven't been back to sleep. I haven't had a shower. I haven't nothing. So yeah, I got on the same clothes. So who cares? I'll clean up whenever I get a moment. ICU room is not really that kind of room. So I'll figure that out tomorrow. For tonight, she's asleep. She's resting. Seems to be responding when she does wake up. Not talking, but squeezing hands, and she can stick her tongue out. She did smile at me one time, so that's a good sign. So she understands. Just pray, first off, survival. Pray that she responds well tomorrow. Second level prayers, pray that she doesn't have any major long-term irreversible things from this stroke. So thank you guys. Sorry, I'm a wreck. I'm an absolute wreck. I just wanted to live. Thanks, guys.